Alright, this is, I don't think I wrote what lesson it is here. We're doing lesson 40, actually it's lesson 41, addition of like terms in a rational expression and two-step problems. So this is lesson 41. We're just moving through this book. Okay, these problems are simplifying like terms by adding. So if we look at these terms, you can see we have three terms, but they don't look anything like terms. So what we have to do is try to make all the terms consistent. You either want to put all your variables in the numerator, all your variables in the denominator, or you can make all your exponents positive or negative. So what we're going to do on this one is we're going to make all, and you're going to do this for all these problems, wherever it says simplify like terms by adding, you want to put make all your exponents positive. So you can see we have some negative ones. So let's just start with, not only do we have to make our exponents positive, we need to combine the variables that are in the numerator and denominator and put them together. So let's look at the first term. We need to move our y squared up to the numerator, and we need to combine the x with the x cubed. So our first term is going to look like b y squared all over, and remember, when we move them, we're going to subtract them. So it's x cubed minus 1, so we're going to have x squared in the denominator. So we made all the exponents positive. Let's do the next one. We have negative 3 b y squared over x squared. Is anything starting to look alike to you? And then the final one, we only have one negative exponent, so we're going to get 4 b y squared over x squared. And look at that. They are all like terms because they have the same variables with the same exponents. So we're just going to add the coefficient of each term, or the number of each term. So we're going to get 1 minus 3 is minus 2, plus 4 is going to give us 2. So your final answer to this problem is going to be 2 by squared over x squared. So be very careful in moving them up and down and combining your variables. Let's try another one. These are a little tricky. Okay, let's do this one. We need to move our variables to make the exponent positive. So this b to the third needs to come to the numerator. So we have a 1 up there. So we're going to subtract a negative 3. Remember we did this last week? And we're going to bring a to the negative 3 to the denominator. So we're going to get a cubed in the denominator, and b 1 minus a minus 3 is going to be 4. Plus, now this one they're all positive, so we don't have to move anything. So we have 2 b to the fourth over a to the third. And look again, we have like terms. So we have 1 b to the fourth, 1 b to the fourth, a to the third, plus 2 b to the fourth, a to the third. And that will give us, I will try with my pen right now, 3 b to the fourth over a to the third. And that's your final answer. Let's do another one. I'm making these look easier than they are. They are a little tricky. Here's one more like this before we go on to our last kind of problem. Okay, let's just start moving things. So the 7 will stay on the top, the b squared will stay on the top, and we're going to move the c to the negative 1 to the numerator and make it c to the positive 1. And then on the bottom we're going to move the a to the negative 3 to make it positive. We need to move it to the denominator. So we get a to the third. First term done. Next term. 5 stays on the top, the b squared stays on the top, and the c is going to come up on the numerator, become positive, all over a to the third. How do you like that? Looking a lot alike now. Plus 3 b squared over a to the third c. Now we have a little bit of a problem here. This guy doesn't look like this guy or this guy. So this is not a like term, so we can't add 3 to our other numbers. So we're going to get 2b squared c over a to the third. And this guy isn't a like, so we can't add the coefficients together, so he has to be alone. So we get 3b squared over a cubed c. So hopefully that all makes sense to you. Hopefully you're comfortable moving your variables around, making your exponent positive. And if not, we'll cover that in class. Okay, we just have one more really simple problem. And for your extra credit on your quiz, just remember that Mr. Demai is eating black walnuts. Okay, two-step problems. These sound scary, but they're really easy. If x plus 3 equals 7, what is the value of x minus 8? So your two-step is, first you need to find out what x is, and then you put what you get for x in for the x in this expression. So we solve it. We have x plus 3 equals 7. We're going to subtract 3 from both sides. So we get x equals 4. So first step is you solve for x. Solve for x, or whatever variable you have, of course. And then you substitute into your expression, substitute x in, 4 in for the x, and you're going to get 4 minus 8, and you're going to get the answer to the entire problem is going to be negative 4. So you solve for x, and then you substitute. And that's about it for lesson 41.